Now let's transition to this game. You have a short week, Thursday night football, national televised game against my Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yep.
For you, Pat P, you basically had an off week because you didn't play this past Sunday, right? So you had an off week. So I was going to ask you, how do you transition to getting ready for a short week? But you didn't really have a short week. But talk about the difference in game prep when you're playing on Thursday night compared to playing on Sunday.
No, it's different. It's definitely different from a normal week because everything is kind of crunching 2 days into one. And, you typically, have that Monday to let your body rest. But now we back in the meeting rooms, we back on the field. Got to get a workout in. It's long days, and especially for not even for older guys. Any player, I believe it's tough to get your body to play again, especially late in the season like it is now.
Question. Yeah,
to play 4 days later than a game you just 4 days playing 4 days prior to the previous game.
Mm-hmm.
I just think that's bizarre. But at the end of the day, it's a money business and they got to get football on TV. So but like I said, it's definitely a tough, difficult week to prepare for, and it's mental more than anything because you physically can't get you physically can get your body prepared for the game, but it's not going to be that the normal looks that you normally get on a Wednesday, on a Thursday, on a Friday. These practices now are typically, walk through a lot more film, a lot more meetings, like I said, a lot more mental than physical more than anything.
And this is something I didn't know. You're 0-3 in your career versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. You only played against Big Ben one time in your career. What are your thoughts on facing him probably for the last time?
Oh, man, it's going to be an honor to play against Big Ben. The 2 times I didn't play against him, I think Mike Vick was the quarterback one year. I'm trying to think who. Oh, I think who was
Hodges?
Now, who was the guy got hit by
Mason Rudolph?
No, it wasn't Rudolph. He was number 2. He was a short quarterback. I can't remember his name. He was small.
Could have been Duck Hodges.
It could have been him. I just know he was short because yeah, I know. He was a small quarterback. I remember that for sure. We played him in Arizona the last time, and yeah, I'm 0-3 against Pittsburgh, man. I don't know. That's the Pittsburgh and I want to say it might be the Dolphins are the only 2 teams I haven't won. Oh, in Arizona now, obviously because I was playing against them.
Yeah, are the only teams you haven't beaten.
Yep, only 3 teams I haven't beaten.
Oh, well, you got time to change that narrative.
Yep.
Yeah. And how do you plan?
Brady, man, I want to have a win against every team.
I mean, when you do that, that's big time. Every team is 32 teams. Well, outside the team you're playing against, is 31 teams that you can get that victory against. So, yeah, you got time to change that. How do you plan to, defend the Pittsburgh Steelers? Offensively, they've been a bit stagnant from time to time, but kind of woke up against the Baltimore Ravens, especially in the fourth quarter, second half of that ball game.
Yeah, I watched that.
Big Ben.
That was a hell of a game.
Yeah. They got, no Juju Smith-Schuster, but you got Clay Claypool, Deontay Johnson, smooth route runner, James Washington, and Pat Farmouth, Penn State guy, who really emerged to be a big-time playmaker for them in the red zone. How do you plan on defending those pass catchers?
They got a good crop of pass catchers, like you said. The thing for us is going to have to be point of emphasis is stopping the run. They got a very, very skilled running back who reminds me a lot of a young Bell.
Le'Veon.
The way he's able to lower his pad level, his vision, his jump cuts, his patience. He's a very, very talented runner. So we're gonna have our hands full on the ground as well because Pittsburgh, although they do have Big Ben in a Hall of Fame quarterback, but they want to play smash mouth football. You know what I mean? That ain't no ifs and buts about that. So we know we're gonna have to have our big boy pads on, and we have to make it rough for Ben. Get to his feet. Because we know it's not a bad thing. But he's an older quarterback. He's not as mobile as he once was before.
No question. Yeah,
as elusive as he once was in the pocket. So we have to make sure that we corral the pocket. Make those get around his feet. Make those feet happy in the pocket. Make him make ill-advised throws. And make sure we capitalize on those throws because obviously we know Ben is a gunslinger. He trusts his arm. He's going to put the ball in tight windows, but we have to make plays when those plays presents itself. So we have our hands full. We know their defense is going to play stout. Getting some of their key players back with Hayward and Minka back in the secondary. I don't know the status about Joe. I know he had a foot injury. Mm-hmm. But these guys are going to play,
Yeah. They're chasing the playoff spot just like you guys are.
Exactly. And the thing I always, when I watch, Pittsburgh on TV, it's crazy when I was watching the game because I watched them when they played the Chargers. And me and my wife were watching the game and it was down like 17 in the fourth quarter. I said, trust me, this game is not over. Yeah. Pittsburgh Steelers are just like the Seattle Seahawks, the old Seattle Seahawks. They don't know what they're doing right now, but they are never out of a game. It goes to show that those guys are well coached and those guys are definitely continue to fight for every second that's left on that clock.
Yeah. Well, now it's prediction time. It's a tough prediction for me. Last few weeks I've been picking. Few weeks I've been picking another team.
What you gonna do this week, Matt? You gonna go back with us?
No, I ain't going back. At least when I pick the other team, you make it real, real close, right? So you know what? I'm picking the Pittsburgh Steelers winning this one right here. All right. And if you don't understand the premise of me going against Pat P, is because every time I pick the Vikings, they just lay down. So at least I give life.
I got a good number for you too. I'm gonna see what you're gonna say first. I'm gonna see what we're thinking the same.
So check this out. This is the Thursday night game at home. Y'all play good football at home though. Defense, y'all fly around at home. The Pittsburgh Steelers win 21-23.
That's close enough. I was thinking more like 16-12.
16-12? I mean, heck, close game. That hit the under. So let's see. 23-21 in favor of the Pittsburgh Steelers. And Pat P fans be telling me, hey, don't pick the Vikings ever again. So that's what they've been telling me. So 21-23 Pittsburgh Steelers, Thursday night football. Let's see.
The fans have spoken.
The fans spoken and said, man, keep picking the other team. That's what they keep telling me.